Thanks, guys. I'm actually just Eric's hype guy, so let's get it up. Hey, it's great to be back. I actually did my stand-up debut right here at the Heartland Cafe back in August on this very stage. Guys, you haven't replaced the stage since August, right?
Yeah,
same one?
Bring it back every week.
Okay, this very stage. So, actually that night there was a Bernie Sanders rally, this big rally that actually delayed the show, and I was tempted to do a couple of Bernie Sanders jokes, but I didn't want to tempt getting beat up by that huge crowd of pacifists. So, it's okay. I brought my own. There's the speaker. But Chicago's a great city. You know, I always feel at home here. My apartment's 2 blocks that way, so it tends to factor pretty heavily into that. Any locals here? Any at all?
Yes.
Oh, just a few. Everyone else flew in for this? Wednesday night? Open mic? Oh, okay. Nice. It's an awesome city, though. We've got the L for you thrill seekers out there. Normally, when you're riding the L, you don't really hear from the conductor too much, right? Especially when you're hitting the emergency call button. But once in a while, they'll make an announcement. Usually the standard stuff like, we got track work up ahead. We're going to be delayed like 2 minutes. Thanks for your patience, etc. And then you've got the guy who thinks he's like an airline pilot. And he's like, we want to thank you for choosing Brown Line this morning. Up next is Merchandise Mart. Watch your step on the gap and let's make it a great day. Okay, I will. Then you've got the guy, train pulls into the subway station, and there's like 200 people rushing to try and get in. This guy, I don't know why I'm doing my conductor voice yet. Train pulls into the subway, you got this mass of people trying to get on. The guy's like, hey, oh, don't stick your arm in the door. There's another train right after this one. Over. You know who you are? In the green shirt? Better not be a Packers fan. When you live this far north, though, you have the option of taking the Metro. I like to take the Metro. That was planned. The Metro and the L have some similar amenities. Like some of the Metro cars have bathrooms. Some of the L cars are bathrooms. But I take the Metro to work downtown. Yes, I still have a day job, believe it or not. I didn't go pro after that first set. So at work, I've got these elevators and they've got these screens you can watch commercials, because heaven forbid you'd have a 25-second elevator ride to your floor without a commercial, right? And commercial for Rolaids comes on, and the guy, one of the sales guys in my office is next to me. He's like, hey, how do you spell relief? I was like chuckling. I'm like, how do I spell relief? SSRI. That's how I spell relief. Okay. We'll see you at the Christmas party next year. Have you ever noticed, this is actually a real thing, when you see BMWs, dealer plates, they're 007. I don't know if that's when you're having your car worked on or what have you. So, the guy's driving around like middle-aged white guys, like, man, I'm totally James Bond, man. And just like James Bond, he's racing around the streets of the city in a rush to get to the retail store that he manages, because he has to open that morning. Just like James Bond. Getting a little bit older though, I don't look it, but not old, but getting to the point where I need to watch what I eat. You know what I'm saying? Like, I love salt, right? Some of you have heard this before, if you were here one time before. But, when you've had a backache for 2 weeks and your urine looks like Hefeweizen, it's probably time to cut back on the Slim Jims. You know what I'm saying? But speaking of Chicago, I don't know if you've noticed this. Walk around, there's just weed everywhere. I walk into my building, okay, and I've got a 4-year-old, right? I walk into my building, the new neighbor's upstairs. I'm like, either there's someone like smoking weed in here, or there's a skunk somewhere also smoking weed. That's how strong the smell was. And usually when my 4-year-old walks out of his room, he's like, "Daddy, can I have some chocolate milk?" Can have whatever you want, son, of course. And my little guy. This time he walks out of his room, he's like, hey man, Daddy, can I have chocolate milk, chili cheese Fritos? What? And some Pringles? And Pringles, chili cheese Fritos and Pringles with Funyuns? Funyuns, okay. Yeah, I'll see if we have some of that in the cupboard, and you hang out there. Daddy's gonna go have a word with the neighbors upstairs. So, hey guys, I know that my son didn't put in on this, but no need to get him baked through the ventilation system there. Well, we're good without that. Speaking of 4-year-olds, I was at Target, and a couple months ago they had just had their fall collection out for the kids. You know, you got the really rustic, like the hats with the ear flaps and the flannel jackets and stuff. And basically, you can make your toddler look like a young Ed Gein. I think that's what they were going for. So, getting to Rush Hour. I was watching Rush Hour with Chris Tucker. Movie ended. Then you got Men in Black started. You got Will Smith as your comic relief, and in comparison, it may as well have been like Schindler's List, because that's how much the drop-off was from Chris Tucker to Will Smith there. And speaking of ill-conceived comic relief, besides this set so far, man, that poor Jar Jar Binks, I tell you, he can't find decent work anywhere since getting written out of the new Star Wars trilogy. Well, the old new Star Wars trilogy. I can't keep up with this crap. It's true, I saw him on a late night commercial the other night. He's up there, he's like, mesothelioma, attorneys, call now. It was sad to see him like that. But, hey guys, you've been awesome. Enjoy the rest of the show. We'll see you next time.
That was Chase, everyone!